Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Typhoon Wynn, you can just call me Wynn, and I present to you the first episode in my Sims 4 campaign. Well, campaign, I don't know if that's right to call this a campaign, because it's not a campaign in the same way that my campaign in, say, grand strategy games are. This is just more like a casual play. But I bring to you The Sims 4 on my channel. Now, this series has been a little bit delayed because I had some issues with trying to record this thing. Apparently, Fraps does not seem to want to work consistently when recording this game. So, I decided to record by using Camtasia Studio, which is in fact what I use to edit. It also has a recording feature. So, I am going to be doing that. I am going to tell you guys that there might be a little bit of change in how I create these videos for The Sims 4. Like, this episode might be recorded differently than, say, the next episode. I'm just going to be testing some stuff out. But this is going to be the first official Sims 4, I guess it's a Let's Play, video on my channel. So, let me present to you what we're going to be playing in. We are going to be playing in the Arid Manor. Now, this is a house, or a manor, that I created myself. It took me a decent amount of last night, well, not last night, like between midday yesterday until, like, I don't know, midday today, so about 24 hours. I didn't stay up all night trying to create this thing. But it took me a pretty decent amount of time in order to make this, compared to some of the other houses that I make. And if I knew that I could record this way, I would have recorded me building this, because there's still a few things that I probably would have noticed if I was recording that I didn't implement yet. And so I'm going to show you guys around the house now. So, as you can see, it's a pretty big house. So let's start on the ground floor. So on the ground floor, as you go in, you can see that there's a whole bunch of knights in armor, or suits of armors over here. There's not actually any people inside them, at least I hope. There's no people inside them. This house is kind of inspired by the mansion that the game Amnesia: The Dark Descent is set in, but only very lightly. As you can... Oh, and the game stuttered on me. For some reason, that happens. But yeah, this house is very loosely based on that mansion. The Brandenburg Mansion? I don't even know if it's Brandenburg Mansion. I think Brandenburg is a place in... somewhere in Europe. But yes, this is a house inspired of that. And as you can see, on the first floor we have a hallway that goes to different areas. We have it into the kitchen, and the kitchen is separated by the bar. Well, okay, the bar separates the kitchen from the dining room artificially. You can still quite easily walk through here. There is also a games room, a music room, a indoor what's this place called? An indoor garden for the Green Thumb Sims, even though Green Thumb isn't actually a thing in this game. Well, I think it's a life aspiration. So as you can see, we also have a library, bunch of books around here, and we have a study. Now, upstairs from this study, there's also a little balcony out here which contains, or a patio should I say, which has an easel here. Upstairs contains a bedroom, one of the many bedrooms in this house. And this bedroom actually comes equipped with... Oh no, I decided to move the TV out of here. Ah yes, I know where the TV is. So this is pretty much like a quaint master bedroom. It's like a mini master bedroom. Then over here we have the guest bedrooms. These don't look very impressive. I had a better layout before with a single bed and more decoration. It even had like a wardrobe and things like that. But because my Sims are kind of like adults, they kind of want to go about and woohoo, so... I'll introduce the Sims a bit later. I just cycled through all of them just then. So I decided to give them all double beds. Over here we have a pretty... well, we have more. I just realised how awkward that would be. We have more suits of armour, but there's one suit of armour directly opposite the door to the bathroom. So as you come out of the bathroom, imagine you just took a bath or a shower or something like that, and you come out in your towel. You go there and then you see this guy staring at you. That is going to be extraordinarily awkward. I can't even imagine how awkward that would be. It's like, hi, are you trying to peek at me? And I think its sword is broken. No, that's just the hilt. Okay, but in this bathroom, we have a corner shower. A corner bath. We have a shower. We have the stuff that actually needs clean. And we have a toilet that is kind of like blocked off by a thing. And unlike in The Sims 3, The Sims 4, you can actually have one sim in the bath and another sim in here, and they won't get embarrassed, so long as they don't actually have line of sight on each other. Going along, we also have this. This is a gym. One of my sims is actually a very athletic sim, and it's actually the ones I have highlighted right now. We also have a hallway along here, and this leads down to a staircase. Down here goes back down to this floor, and then if we go up, we have access to the kids' bedroom. The kids' bedroom is actually pretty large. I kind of intend for there to be a loner child sim that spends all of his or her days up here. But I haven't actually, decided who's going to be having the child yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be this character, but let's carry on. And as we go out here, this is where we have the rooftop walkway. Now this one leads over to here into the master bedroom. Not as big as the child's bedroom, I know. But this one has an ensuite. It has an ensuite bathroom, and it's the only second, and okay, this house only has 2 bathrooms. That's one of the issues I have when I make houses. I kind of forget that, bathrooms are quite necessary, and you need to scale up the rooms of the bathroom. Well, the number of bathrooms in comparison or in relation to the other rooms in the house. And I kind of forgot to do that, so I kind of want at least one more bathroom somewhere, but I don't know where to put that. I'll probably put that at the end of over here. Yeah, probably there. And then up over here we have an auxiliary room. And this auxiliary room is the only room with a TV in it. And in fact we have one of our sims, Caley Lyss, actually. Here, probably watching TV. What are you doing? You are watching comedy. Now time to go and introduce you to the sims. This sad woman over here, who looks quite bulky, is Amethyst Wynn. Now Amethyst Wynn is an outgoing, active, cheerful character. You wouldn't identify her as cheerful considering she is kind of sad. I just had her break up with a romantic interest, even though, well, okay, the relationship wasn't going anywhere. I hadn't spoken to the guy in weeks, probably. Or I haven't had her speak to the guy in weeks. So she's feeling a little bit sad right now. I do have aging turned off, by the way. I'm not quite ready to see these sims age up just yet. Let's move on to the next person. Next one, who we've actually seen, is Caley Lyss. Caley loves outdoors, she's creative, she's also a goofball, and she's dastardly. She has the master, or the chief of mischief, lifetime ambition. By the way, Caley's one is serial romantic, and I broke up with a sim simply to satisfy this, and Caley is surprisingly shook up about it. Sorry, not Caley. Amethyst is surprisingly shook up about it. So we have Caley here, and Caley is actually married to Miss Silverwyn down here. Now you might remember Silverwyn from previous Sims 3 playthroughs, and also from my Magical Diary series. In fact, Caley is now the character that we're playing as in this, I was about to say in The Sims 4. Well, that's also true as of this moment in time that you're watching this video, because I have her highlighted. But it's also the name of the next character in my Magical Diary series. More of that is going to come a bit later on. Next up, Silver Wynn. Silver has the soulmate lifetime achievement, and previously she actually managed to complete the fisherman lifetime achievement. Now if you're wondering why Silver looks so much different than her rendition in The Sims 3, it's because in my series, The Sims 3, Silver Wynn, or the Silver Wynn that we were playing as, that is actually a modified version of a basic Silver Wynn that I have, who I actually like. Silver's origin, I'll tell you this. Silver Wynn's origin in Sims 3, I started off a family pretty much at one of the earliest points in the life of The Sims 3 before any expansions came out, where I had a father, a mother, and I made a genetic sim child from those two, and made Silver. Now Silver aged up, and the parents died, and Silver just never aged up after that. So, we have the eternally young Silver Wynn, and this is pretty close to what she originally looked like in The Sims 3 after she, transitioned into a young adult. So what is Silver Wynn? Silver is, she loves outdoors, she's also cheerful, she's a genius as well, and a collector. Now she is, as I mentioned, she's completed the lifetime achievement for angler, so she can go and fish and all life's problems seem to fade away while they fish. She also doesn't need to sleep. I have played this quite substantially before starting to record, and for that I'd say that I'd apologize for that. I had to think about that because I probably would do it again, you know. But considering the circumstances, I didn't know how to record and I was so anxious to play The Sims 4. And it would be a shame to start this family again off from scratch when I already have a pretty nice setup over here. And yes, I did use Motherload, by the way. The last sim that I want to introduce you to is Charles Wynn. Charles Wynn, he's got white hair. I actually designed him to be an albino. An albino, whatever. So he has a genetic condition, or a DNA condition, in which he has no pigment in his hair or in his eyes. And if you... no, can't see. If you take a look closely at his eyes are kind of red. But Charles is a very cheerful, outgoing person, or cheerful, happy person. He's good, creative, goofball, gregarious, and frugal. Frugal is something that I bought, by the way, which means that Sims have pretty much no bills, which is useful in a big house like this. So Charles is a... okay, he wants to be a jokestar. He is also very proficient in the violin skill. In fact, he is so proficient in it, he is level 9. So, he likes violining. So what is everyone's relation to each other? Well, I already established that Caley and Silver are married. They are in a homosexual relationship, and they are married. And then we have Charles and Amethyst, and as you've noticed, they all have the last name Wynn, apart from Caley. These Amethyst, Charles, and Silver are all siblings. So that's that. And now I know this introduction has gone on for quite a long time, so I'm actually going to end the episode here, and I am going to label this episode something like introducing the setting or something like that. And then in the following episode after that, I'll begin playing the game. So I thank you guys for joining me. I hope this recording software the recording method lives up to scratch, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.